Okay, so we are going to talk about what a narcissist does to the old supply once he has new supply. And that partly depends on the narcissist, and it partly depends on the new narcissistic supply. Sometimes a narcissist will rush right into the fairy tale, romantic, we were meant to be together, and trumpet that this new supply is the absolute one and only love of their life. And sometimes he or she will try to keep an old supply and just have an affair with the new supply. You'll see that a lot of times in long-term relationships and marriages that some narcissists can find themselves in. And so he will either have to disclose to the old and persuade that old supply to stay if they're married or have kids and share a lot of assets, and either that or they will go to elaborate lengths to keep this covered up and concealed. And my narcissistic ex did that a couple of times, and there were many made up stories of illness in the family and car accidents and God only knows what else, suicides, people dying that didn't really die. And as soon as you are with a narcissist and you are with one for a certain period of time, you're going to realize that all of these guys or girls, men or women, are going to cheat. I don't think that you can be a narcissist and not cheat. That is my personal opinion. And I believe many of the other more classically trained in narcissism's opinion as well. So then, of course, after that, you're going to have to deal with the Hoover, which happens after the narcissist has gone off with the new supply, but they don't measure up in narcissistic fuel or the grade of attention that they give that narcissist. So they come back to try to hoover the old source of supply, and they'll send a short text or an email, and sometimes that hoover isn't to just get you back into the relationship. Sometimes it's just to get that hit to the ego because they are bored of that new supply, but they're not ready to discard that new supply. They're just trying to see if they can get a response from you, and you'll probably be ghosted after that once they do get a reply. So the poor old supply, if they are still left pining for the narcissist, like many of us are, can take this hoover, what is known as a maligned hoover. They don't have any the old supply is going to think that the narcissist wants to reconcile the relationship, when in fact that isn't the case, and that he or she is on the shelf of possibility for future hoovering and possibly getting back in the relationship. But that depends a lot on if that old supply has gone no contact or not, and that is a totally different subject in and of itself. So if the old supply ignores the narcissist texts and emails and attempts to hoover, then the narcissist is going to continue on his or her campaign to get that person's attention. And if they do get a response, it could be one word. They might ghost you, and they may try to get you back into the relationship. But what you need to be worried about is how and why this narcissist is getting messages to you, because you are not no contact. If the narcissist is able to get a hold of you that easily. So if you have escaped from a narcissist by either leaving them or being discarded, you have been done a favor by the universe that is bigger than, well, you will know. You will understand one day if you haven't figured it out already. So hopefully that answered one of my readers' questions, and I will see you guys very soon.